Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video, guys. Thank you all the members, all the Patreons. Make sure to subscribe and let's get into it. Let's fly a little bit with the MiG-29G, the new top tier of Germany. And yeah, very interesting aircraft actually. I mean, it has its problems, I gotta be honest. I mean, and the main problem with it is not even that it has a real problem. It's an amazing aircraft. The only thing that I have a little bit of a, a thing about it. The thing is that we are having to research another aircraft just to use 2 new missiles. That's pretty much what it is, right? And it's kind of sad that we need to do that. But, oh well, we don't have a way to deal with everything like that. I mean, it is what it is, and I just got killed. But if you forget about that part a little bit, it is very fun to actually fly this thing, man, because it is the lightest MiG-29. Of course, as you know, the flight model of the MiG-29 is kind of weird right now. It's not pulling as much as normally most of the manuals say that it would pull, right? So you know how it is, right? It's kind of like, it's complicated. They unnerved the F-16, which was very cool to see, but they didn't unnerve the MiG-29, right? So let's wait to see when that happens, right? But even without that, we can, oh my god. Oh, I'm going to die for the R-73. Oh my god, yeah, it's so difficult to avoid that missile. But even without that buff on the AOA and everything that this aircraft might need, the MiG-29 I think it was definitely a needed addition for this tech tree, right? For the German tech tree. Yeah, nice, we got one. He didn't even know that I was there, but still. Because, yes, the 912A was sufficient, but it wasn't really fair. I mean, the F-16 had the AIM-9M, the SMT has the F-16 has the MiG-29 has the R-73, the F-16 has the AIM-9M, and we are, oh my god, how did I make that? Come on, come on! What is the R-73 doing? He got the same bug that he had before. Come on. Oh, come on. Get out of here. Get out of here, Mihaj. Yeah, nice. Come on. Where's the... Come on, no. Okay. And then we go for this one, now that we are a little bit lighter. Come on. So it was kind of needed. I mean, it's an aircraft that... Oh my god. It's an aircraft that, even though it is the same aircraft as before, it is indeed very much a needed upgrade. Because as I was saying, it isn't very, fair to somebody like Germany, or a country like Germany, to not have something that is, on par with these other missiles, right? Although, I still believe that other nations should also have the same treatment, right? For example, China, for sure, needs to receive the AIM-9M on its F-16, for example. I think Italy needs to have its AIM-9M on the F-16 ADF, and so on and so on. It's not only Germany that was kind of lacking on that regard, right? I mean, it's everybody, besides, the US, the Israelis, and the Americans, right? That basically got the new missile last patch. So, yeah, at least it's one country receiving something. And I gotta be honest, it is pretty cool to have, oh my god, to have a very cool Luftwaffe skin, because those skins are very good. I love both of them, these Germans as well, I mean, but the Luftwaffe one, grayish kind of situations like this, I think it's a very cool one, no matter what, right? So yeah, although it is the same aircraft more or less, at least on that regard, it has a cool skin, and I gotta be honest, it really bridges the gap to the future of the German tech tree, right? Because after this one, I mean, we're pretty much done for a kind of a long time. There's no way you are avoiding NR-73 from this close. After this one, we have only 2 aircraft to be added. You know, it's the F4F ICE, which, although it's going to be very fun, it's nothing too crazy, right? And then we have the Eurofighter, right? So that's pretty much what we have. It's both of these 2 aircraft. So it really bridges the gap to the Eurofighter, I think. I mean, it's... Oh my god, I didn't have the energy to be able to turn. See how the MiG just doesn't turn, it doesn't pull the AOA that it should. It's just a very sluggish aircraft right now. But yeah, guys, it really bridges the gap between the good old MiG-29s that we had before, the 912, the normal 912, and now the better G variant with the better missiles. So I think I got him. So I think this is the main thing about this, right? Is that although it's kind of the same aircraft, I mean, yes, it's going to have a 410,000 points for you to actually, oh my god, to actually need to grind to actually get these aircraft. Although, yes, these are all true, you know, and I kind of don't agree with that idea. I mean, a skin and the missiles for the 912A would already be plenty. It's pretty cool. It's cool to have a little bit of more variety, you know, a different BR. It's good to have the missiles, and as I said, it's good that this aircraft is the bridge between now and the future. And it really is. I mean, the Eurofighter will be another step up from something like this, and this right now will already be the best thing ever, and it will show to the majority of the game that a missile, it was already kind of like that before, but right now it's going to be, oh my god, no, not that. It's going to be even more. Before this aircraft, we can already see that maybe an aircraft didn't have the most amount of performance or the best performance out there, but the missile would carry the aircraft. We can see that, for example, with the SMT. The SMT is an aircraft that lacks on the performance side of things. It's kind of a sluggish aircraft right now, and it's quite difficult sometimes to, you know, dogfight against some others, right? But the R-73s were amazing. The R-27ERs were amazing. And that means that all of those problems that the SMT had are kind of solved. Although it is a sluggish aircraft, it can deal with any target and destroy any target no matter what, right? And this is going to like appear even more on the 912G, right? Because it is going to be literally the same aircraft as before, but just having 2 new missiles, the R-273 and the R-27T, right? And with that, it's going to show that the aircraft... Oh my god, R-73, are you okay? You almost got the guy there, man. It will show basically that even an aircraft that it's kind of older will still have a fighting chance. And it will show to you guys that in the future, aircraft such as the, I don't know, maybe the ADF or something like that, right? will still remain competitive. Why? Because they will have the M120. They will have the modern versions of an M9. And although they still will use the old specs of... Oh my god. Old specs of the Raider, like the APG-66 and stuff, it will still be competitive because it has the missiles. And that's where I think it's kind of funny that we will see some very old aircraft being quite competitive. We can even stretch that a little bit to the F4F ICE. When that thing happens, I mean, come on, we will have a third generation aircraft with a... oh my god, I'm going to crash so much here. Jesus Christ, what was I doing, right? That even, I mean, it will have an F-18 Raider and M120s. It means that in the BVR arena, and even in some very short range, or like dogfights, it will be very, very good. Because it has this ability of just, you know, carrying a very powerful Raider and a very powerful missile. And that's what it will matter the most. You can like that, you can hate that. A lot of people hate this type of thing. A lot of people love this type of thing. I personally like because it's different and I enjoy modern combat more than I enjoy just dogfighting with cannons. So it depends on, you know, how do you like to play the game. But I always have to tell you this, that yes, although we will be a little bit, quote-unquote, less relying on the actual aim of the player, it will still have some form of, you know, some form of strategy and skill that you need to build to actually use these missiles and actually be effective with them, you know. So that's where I think everything will be like, right? I don't think it's going to be boring or anything like that. I think it's going to be even more fun than it is right now. But as I said, it is what it is. It depends on the type of gameplay you like, and it depends if you like this type of thing or not. If you don't like it, of course, you can always fly other stuff, older stuff. Even though, yes, we are put into this type of thing no matter what. There's missiles and stuff in higher tiers, apart from like rank 5 below. But still, I mean, even with that, I think it's just a matter of, you know, we're getting into a position that it's another level. One thing is to avoid an M9B, another thing is to avoid an M9M, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. And the MiG-29 is the perfect bridge for that gap for the future of the tech tree of the Germans, which I think it's very, very cool. So yeah, guys, basically this is it. I just wanted to play a little bit while we talk about this aircraft. By the way, a lot of people saying that, oh my god, these aircraft, these engines of the MiG-29G, they are weaker. No, they should not be, okay? It's just different reliability and service life upgrades and stuff like that, okay? I don't think I ever saw a proper source claiming that it lost power on the engines. It is a Series 2 engine and not the original RD-33s. But remember, this thing was actually made in conjunction with MiG. It was not made alone by the Germans. The MiG-29 actually helped the Germans maintain this aircraft, okay? So it was actually a very interesting thing that I read in the Gordon Yeffing's book, that apparently Mercedes, Daimler, you know, the one that makes cars and an F1 team, actually was taking part on the project. I don't know if they were the ones that actually ended the project and stuff, but I think some things changed. But it is basically, at the beginning, it was a conjunction between Daimler-Benz and MiG-29, which is the oddest thing ever, to see Mercedes actually joining MiG to get an upgrade on a MiG-29. It's like, what is going on? But yeah, the world is a very weird place sometimes. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, and I love this thing. Probably my favorite MiG-29, I must say. Yes, I love the SMT, but I mean, who doesn't love the skinny, thin MiG-29, right? I mean, look, I mean, it's much better, right? I mean, it must be. So yeah, guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys. See you.